More than 3 billion women inhabit the earth. 1 in 4 has been taught since birth she is not worthy of respect in this life or the next. She didn't choose her gender, but she's imprisoned by ignorance and despair. And so she cries out, "Doesn't anyone care?"
I was walking the streets of Asia when I saw women, and I saw the darkness surrounding them, cultural darkness, intellectual darkness, religious darkness, spiritual darkness, and I saw the sadness, and I saw how needy they were of one thing, which is hope. And that's when I said to God, "God, whatever you want me to do to take women out of darkness, I'll do it." And that was the beginning of Project Hannah. Women suffer all over the world. They speak the universal language of suffering. I have seen this everywhere, but especially, for example, in Albania. Women there are considered as second-class citizens.
Po të shikosh, do më thënë, një version më të gjerë në Shqipëri, gruaja është shumë e mbyllur ose e ke shtrajtuar, e dhunuar, do më thënë, nga të gjitha rrethanat.
The Albanian women have been suffering for a long time from domestic violence, being very little valued inside families, and the Albanian society is a masculine society.
It's interesting because we hear from women from all walks of life, but not just from women, also from men. Pastors writing to us, leaders, community leaders writing and saying, "Keep up the good work, because what you're doing is what our people needs, what our country needs."
We are very thankful to Project Hannah because first the teachings are excellent, and I'm encouraged to hear that not only women are hearing those teachings, but also men. And I am also one of these men that are hearing and listening to these wonderful teachings.
Project Hannah meets the needs of all Albanian women. All these women have a need for God, and all these women have to know who they want to be in life and being healed emotionally, physically, spiritually, and reach the destiny God has for their life. That's why we have churches, Baptist groups, we have Pentecostal groups, charismatic groups, and Catholic priests that really would love to see their women listening to the program and pray through the prayer calendar, because what united us, it's bigger than what separates us.
We have heard so many life-changing stories, women that have come to God, they have come to the realization that they are loved by God in spite of what their culture or what their worldview is. They are loved by God, and Jesus is giving them the assurance and the strength that they need to live above their circumstances. Dominican Republic is really a desperately needy country. We visited one part of the city of Santo Domingo, a huge slum area, and there we had the privilege of meeting several women that have come from drugs, prostitution, the lowest place a human being can be, to now being daughters of the King.
Yo fui violada a los 9 años. Mi vida era totalmente un fracaso. Yo, para poder mantener a mis hijos, tenía que prostituirme, tenía que vender mi cuerpo. El Señor me transformó, me limpió. Mi vida realmente ha cambiado. Soy otra persona. Con el Señor, gracias a Él, puedo decir que soy nueva persona, ahora en Cristo.
It's so beautiful to see what they have become and how they are testifying, they are witnessing. I was where you are, but see what God has done for me.
Hosanna, 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 Hosanna.
God is doing an incredible work in Africa. In the country of Angola, we have more than 3,500 prayer warriors, intercessors that are daily interceding for the plight of the women, not just in Angola, not just in Africa, but around the world.
My prayers only been in my own circle, my own family. I've only been praying for my own family. Next way, I've only been for my church and my church women. But Project Hannah has helped me to pray for other women around the world.
Those women are really such prayer warriors, and they are upholding other women. They are looking away from their own pain. I was so blessed to see what God is doing in Liberia, especially among families. We met a man there who came to us and talked to us, thanking us for what Project Hannah has done in his life.
It is a program of Women of Hope, but it's also for everyone. You know, it matters that we're listening, because we all will gain, we all will benefit. As I benefit, it goes along down to my family, because if I have not listened, I wouldn't have been able to change my attitude towards my kids.
We were invited to go to this prayer meeting, and there were several women in their wheelchairs. They're all landmine victims and polio victims, and they were singing in their poverty, in their misery, in their pain. They were saying, God, you are awesome. God, you are so good. You have given me so much.
God is just touching them, healing their hearts, healing their body, restoring their home, taking care of their children, and give them hope. They are more joyful. They talk with joy, and they call themselves, we are Annas of Jesus. And I love to hear that.
Some years ago, we went to Paraguay, and downtown Asunción, there is a women's jail. And we went there, and we were invited to minister to those women. And we shared the message of hope. 40 women of the 200 that they are in this place, they accepted the Lord. And Project Hannah, every week, our team of volunteers is going there, taking medicine, things that they need, and sharing the gospel with them, praying with them. And today there is a church in that jail. And those women that used to curse, to fight, they have a choir, a women's choir that sing praises to God from that awful place. That's hope. My greatest hope for Project Hannah is to see this ministry continue to be an agent of change, an agent of mercy, an agent of compassion in action. God says that one day, He Himself will wipe away our tears. And that's what I want Project Hannah to be, the hand of God, comforting and wiping away the tears of these women.